This podcast is brought to you by teacherjobfairs.org.
Okay, and then I understand that they will teach not as employees but independent contractors because,
That is
of
correct,
course,
yes.
okay. And I looked at your website, and I guess I was thinking, wow, this is actually a great opportunity. They customize their schedule so they can choose to either work part-time or full-time, morning or afternoon. Is that what customize your schedule looks like?
Yeah, and that's one of the beautiful things I think about our educator put positions. You select what assignment you want to work on and the time, and it's based off your availability. Once you finish onboarding and training, you'll become active on our platform. You'll have access to our opportunities board, where to give you a visibility on like what assignments are available and you actually qualify for, as well as our fulfillment team follows up with our educators via email of new opportunities that are coming up. And so you'll have that kind of like visibility to like pick and choose what makes the most sense for you and your availability, whether you
So
want to
it's
do
project by project as well. So
it
not only
is
customize your time, but also customize the project. So let's say the next
exactly.
3 months, I want to work every single day, and I'll
Yep,
take as many projects as possible. Then I'm going to take 2 months off. I can do that.
you can do that exactly.
Okay.
Mhm.
The platform, it's proprietary. It's an iTutor platform with no outside third parties that we have to learn about as teachers.
No, absolutely not. Clarity is iTutor's own teaching platform that we use with all of our partners, and so that will be the way you connect with students. That's going to be the way that you're going to access our tools and resources to be able to log in and support students and fulfill the assignment. So totally an iTutor product.
Okay, and the training includes, of course, how to work with the software.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, so perk number one, customize your schedule. Perk number two, I get to do this from my home office, from
Mm,
I'm on vacation in the hotel and I can still do that. Basically, you could take this job and do it from anywhere. Is that correct?
that's correct. Yeah.
Okay. And then the third thing is this is the third perk is supplement your income. Can this become a full-time income or is it only supplement income?
It can. And, we do have some opportunities with school districts where they are looking for full-time virtual teachers, and that's a trend again that is steadily increasing. Also, what I've seen a trend in where teachers have stepped outside of the classroom, and like they pick up multiple assignments and kind of make their own full-time schedule as well, and they work it around like whatever they need to do, right? And so like they've been able to log on first thing in the morning, finish up their day around like 2 or 3, and maybe like do a couple hours in the evening. Again, this goes back to that flexibility thing.
So once again, in our series, in our podcast, we talk about careers. And one of the things, if, for example, in my experience, my children were homeschooled. So we always had a different, very few families at that time were homeschooling, but they got to homeschool. Then
Mhm.
when they went to the university, they went, one of them chose 100% online, the other one wanted the in-person interaction. But now move forward past the pandemic and the future, it's online. You said before when you were talking about the type of teachers, kind of, we hear all the horror stories but we don't hear the good stories, the nice stories. I actually get to hear the good stories because we connect teachers with schools and we get to hear feedback of those that are going online. We see that you were right, it is a type of mentality as well. Teachers are now getting used to and assimilating to I can teach online and I'm still a teacher and I can still make a difference and I can still teach it
Absolutely.
and it's still effective. Yes, some students struggle at the beginning, but just like any other humans, that now they're liking it, now they're interacting, now they're developing skills that perhaps they didn't have in the beginning. What is your ideal teacher profile? What does it look like? In personally, I'm actually a shy person and I
Okay.
don't like videos, I don't like photos. However, because of my job, I have to kind of be forced into technology, be forced into video, into audio. Do you have teachers that are perhaps even in that video interview are shy, and you're able to work with them so they can get comfortable behind the camera? Or do you get a person that from immediately from the start, they're outgoing and they're comfortable with the camera? What does your profile of a teacher look like?
Yeah, I think like ideally it's going to be someone that has an engaging approach to them, that is a little more outgoing and lively, and mostly and also too like folks that probably have like taught online. I don't think like being taught being have taught online is like a deal breaker, because like I really think it's about being able to motivate and engage students. And anyone that has taught online before know that looks and feels just a little bit different than being live in person in the classroom. So you really have to go like a little bit more and a little bit above and beyond. And who we've seen be the most successful are individuals first and foremost that are just extremely passionate about teaching and education and kids first and foremost, because it's going to come out in that platform naturally. In individuals that really have like studied their craft and understand like what are those positive triggers that really allow students to be themselves, to be comfortable on an online platform, which in turns allows them to engage, which we know allows the student to have the best outcomes, and for the teachers to make the most impact. I would also say like overall, we're an ideal teacher and an educator on our platform is just someone that just absolutely loves to teach, hands down. And I'm a firm believer that a teacher can teach it on any type of platform, because it's something that's in their heart, and that they're looking and they're passionate about making impact no matter where they are.